Hey! It's your nightly edition of Ain't Corruption in Indian River County, starring yours truly, Vero Marsh, a.k.a. that damn Michael C. Marsh. So, this evening, as I told you, we had a absolute waste of our time going to the COPE meeting here in Indian River County, which was supposed to be for the community to speak about the problems that they see in their community with the sheriff's office. So let's just get right into it. So Major Eric Flowers, who told me he just may read my email. Well, let's look at some of these emails that were sent to good old boy Major Eric Flowers here. Let's see, shall we? Okay. Now this was on March 14th, which was over a month ago. Greetings, Lieutenant. I left my info for you with records, so I'm just following up with an email. I'd like to know how we can have a community discussion on the need for body cams. Can we sit down and maybe you can share with me where your agency currently stands on this? Is Indian River County Sheriff's Office contacting body cam companies for presentations involving the equipment, cloud storage, and training? Can we create a body cam committee through the county commissioners to proactively research ways to go to body cams less costly? In these days, this is an emerging technology that is quite pivotal for the LEO as well as us, the citizen. Damn, Major. Did you respond to that? You sure did not. No. No response from good old Eric Flowers. So let's see what Team Success did next. March 31st. Greetings again, Mr. Flowers. I wrote you a few weeks ago about speaking with you in regards to body cams at Indian River County Sheriff's Office. You are still the community contact person, correct? Can you let me know what days and times normally work for you so you can sit and listen to a concern from a community member? I came to the Sheriff's Office, called, and emailed. How can I contact you? Damn, Major. Any response? Negative, Ghostwriter. So what did Mr. Marsh do? Oh, one more time. Are you still the contact person when a community member wants to discuss concerns or ideas when it comes to Indian River County Sheriff's Office? I emailed you twice before and still have not heard back as of yet. Is there someone else at the agency that can speak with me? And as for body cams, is your agency looking into research on them? At least look at it, and maybe create a committee to look at the pros and cons. As you know, this emerging technology would also provide evidence to help the cop involved, and also a tool to restore trust from the community. I look forward in hearing back from you, sir. Also, I enjoy your radio show. Maybe we can discuss body cams on your show and get the input of the community. And as always, I am, you are, we are. So, damn, no response from Major. None whatsoever. And then tonight when I reached out, Major didn't want to say nothing to me. But let's look at something real quick. Why would Major Eric Flowers not be a fan of Team Success? Ooh, look at these donations. The last campaign for sheriff. Damn. Maybe Eric Flowers is not a fan of Team Success. Look at that that young $250 given by who? That damn Eric Flowers. What? So, let's talk about body cams a little bit more. Your sheriff has made mention that this is technology in the next 5, 7, or 10 years that we will all go to. 5 or 7, 10 years. Well, that damn Michael C. Marsh has been in the game for a while. This was your Indian River County Commissioner meeting back from May 3rd last year, when your sheriff just got done doing the budget. So do you think that he proposed body cams to Indian River County Board of County Commissioners? No. He wasn't ready. No, he did not. So, as he tells that we should go to the budget meeting, that is just another way of saying, no, not going to happen. There is no transparency. Because let's just look at it. You don't got to take my word for it. Let's listen to this hearing back from May. And for those of you who are not on the end corruption of Indian River County, oh, please join. Please join. We try to keep it fresh over here at the end corruption. So, what had happened was, he did not even ask the Board of County Commissioners to go to body cams. Hear for yourself right now.
Thank you very much. We now have public discussion items. Request to speak from Michael Marsh regarding body cameras for Indian River County Sheriff's Office. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you very much, County Commissioners. Do I need to state my address or just
name and address, please.
Michael Marsh, P.O. Box 691061, Vero Beach, Florida. First, I want to thank you very much to Ms. Roy. She explained the process. I speak a lot down in Palm Beach Gardens. Sheriff Laura is here today. I would like to ask him a couple questions regarding the implementation of body cameras, if I'm allowed to. But beforehand, I just want to mention real quick why this is very passionate for me, why I am so passionate about this. Young man on my shirt is Corey Jones, a very good friend of mine, sure, in Palm Beach Gardens on October 18th. He was shot and killed by Officer Newman Raja. That case, as of last week, went to the grand jury, which is a travesty of justice in itself. Anyhow, since that murder occurred, House Bill 93 was a piece of literature that was basically created from the shooting of Corey Jones, which basically stated if agencies such as the Indian River County Sheriff's Office and others, if they have body cameras and they're using them, well, they're mandated to follow certain rules as far as the storage, the cloud, the maintenance of these body cameras. Well, that's great, but it did not mandate all these law enforcement agencies to have body cameras. So in other words, it would have done nothing for my friend Corey Jones. As I am understood, I guess the budget from the Indian River County Sheriff's Office, Sheriff Laura has already submitted. And if I may, I'd like to ask him some questions about the budget in regards to, does he feel body cameras is something that he's going to bring forth to his agency, if I may do so.
This would be up to the sheriff if he wanted to come. You're here actually to speak to the Board of County Commissioners, and the sheriff is here as a courtesy to us. So it'd be up to him whether he wants to engage in this, but I would ask you to understand that he's doing this on his own volition, and this ought to be as sort of polite as possible. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Sheriff Laura. You just submitted the new budget for the upcoming year.
I did.
Was body cameras an initiative that you are going to roll out?
No.
Can you tell me what's the reason?
Well, as you cited legislation, that is, if an agency has body cameras, there will be policies and procedures in place. We expect that legislation to continue to grow like a lot of different legislations. The fact of the matter is, for a medium-sized agency as ours, it's a very expensive endeavor. And my decision was not to include those in the capital purchases. Thank you.
When you say expensive, what was the math as far as the implementation of the cameras, the training, as well as the cloud storage?
Well, there's a lot more to body-worn cameras, not only to include the initial capital purchase, the storage, as you mentioned, with respect to additional servers and or clouds, which we are not exactly familiar with as of yet. Furthermore, Florida State Statute 119 addresses public records. The expense of redacting the volume of body-worn camera videos that we would expect has got to be explored. As this commission knows, we try to be as conservative as possible in submitting our budget, and I elected not to include those in the 16-17 budget. Thank you.
From your research, Sheriff, what would you think that number would be to implement it?
Couldn't tell you.
What?
As far as expenses go, and I'm not sure the proper term, maybe you can tell me. The tank, the military tank, what's the proper name that you...
Commissioners, I'm not here to engage in military tanks and the like, but I appreciate your comments, Mr. Marsh, and hopefully things work out for you in the future. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Sheriff. I will note that the sheriff submitted his budget, that it's probably up as much as he's going to get support for already, that there are a couple major components of his budget, including healthcare, over which he has no control, but which the citizens of Indian River County are going to pay, and the bringing back of some positions that were eliminated, or not eliminated, that were not filled during the Great Recession. And I know for myself, at this point in time, I would much rather see positions that were not filled prior to some new endeavor like body cameras. And quite frankly, given the additional expense of the health insurance, which I believe is about $1 million by itself, that he would have very difficult support getting my vote for something that was going to be in addition to that at this time. So with that, I appreciate your comments.
Elaborate on that. And just to give you an idea, we've just come through the Great Recession, as Commissioner Solari alluded to. We're really putting a focus and an effort on the infrastructure of public safety. And we've updated a lot of the automobiles and that kind of stuff to see to it that those in the green and whites, have good equipment as best we possibly can. But we also have more than that just to worry about. We had a very aging fleet of ambulance and fire trucks that we did a lot of deferred maintenance on, deferred purchases, and we now have a 5-year plan that we're about 3 years into that will be to the point where everything will be within the life expectancy age and mileage for their first responders. So it's not that we're saying we disagree with you. It's not that, but I've got a saying that that we have necessities and we have niceties, and right now we're working on the necessities. And I think that when we look into the future, as far as the body cameras, I believe it will happen. The unique thing about it is I believe as it happens, the technology, the laws, the ability to make it user friendly, to redact as well as to get the information as government agencies must provide according to the state statute, that technology will eventually get there. And with a county our size, similar to what the sheriff just mentioned, as a county our size, we always can't be first on everything. And so as they'll get cheaper, the more they're mass produced. And it's just one of those things that I don't think anybody really disagrees with what you're saying, as much as we just can't do it right now.
Just had one question. I thank you for your comments. I noticed Miami-Dade and other counties, kind of similar to Indian River County, and Palm Beach Gardens was one. There was federal grants from the Department of Justice. I mean, don't you think that could be an avenue that can be explored?
We get very leery about federal grants up here because they have strings attached somehow. But so I'm not going to say yes, I'd be in favor of that without seeing the devil in the details.
But the other thing is, quite frankly, we're not here to manage the Sheriff's Department. The Sheriff's Department is his to run, and he's an elected official. So while we approve the budget, we don't tell him how to run his agency, and I don't believe that we ought to tell him how to run his agency.
Oh, I understand, but you guys approved the budget, so if it came towards you guys, would you guys be in agreement?
Well, I just clearly said that at this time there's no possible way I would vote for it because we've got $1 million in additional health care costs we're facing. We've got hopefully to fill some positions that haven't been filled in about 8 years. And as Commissioner Davis pointed out, we've got still some deferred maintenance and deferred capital expenditures that we haven't caught up with since the Great Recession. So we're focused on catching up and doing those things that we need to do before we take on new endeavors like body cameras.
Thank you, Commissioner. Thank you.
We'll now move to a request to speak from the Gifford.
Damn. So hold on. What did we learn here? So this was a year ago, and your sheriff has no idea what the implementation of body cameras cost. You know why? Because he don't care. He does not care. So let's see. Let's just see now. Because is it Friday yet? Can we go to Flashback Friday real quick? Hold on. So this was when your sheriff was running for sheriff again for his re-election. And that damn question on body cameras just always magically surfaces, It's a little suspicious. But here's his response on, is he going to body cameras? 1 year later.
Where you're going to store this data, and on the back side of it with public records requests, which we have a tremendous amount, a public record request. Every one of those videos would have to be redacted, whether you were in a hospital setting, a nursing home setting, a school setting. All of those come into play. I do foresee body-worn cameras in the near future. We've got county commissioners and county commissioner candidates here that can help us make that happen. But like with any technology, I think you see a rise in the price when it's first thing on the market, and I think you're going to see that settle down in price in the future. And I will tell you, in less than a decade, that will be commonplace throughout the United States of America.
You didn't say it last time.
Right now, the Greenwich Police Department, we don't even use body cams either, but we do have them. We don't have any policy on using body cams at this point. And my chief theory is about body cams is that if there's not a problem in your agency, there's really not a need for them. But this day and age, I feel like body cameras should be a norm on any uniform. That way, there could be no questions asked, and it's right there in real time. Rather than cost, somebody's life is more important than worrying about what a camera costs.
Exactly.
And I think body cameras are very important this day and age. In the times that we live, every officer, every deputy should be wearing a body cam.
The end.
Thank you, Jim.
So, what do we learn here? There is no exploring body cameras for the goons over at the Indian River County Sheriff's Office. He can't even tell you what the cost is. As you heard in the county commissioners meeting, no clue. No clue. Now this is over a year later. You have had plenty of time to do the research. Why won't you go to body-worn cameras? What do you got to hide over there? See, it's not even being introduced to the county commissioners at all, period. So we'll wait and see again as he's talking about coming to the budget. What's the point? You haven't even proposed body cameras at all. And lastly, tonight, as he made reference that I'm very well versed in Chapter 119. Yes, I am, Sheriff. I am very well versed in Chapter 119. Shouts out to Monique Jenkins, the hardest working records clerk that they have over there. Every time I ask for policy dash cam, Miss Jenkins gets it back to me immediately. Okay? So, yes, Sheriff, I'm always watching, sir. Always watching. Okay? You didn't answer not one question that the community had. Not one question. But tonight, who was the biggest joke was your good old major you got over there with his slick mouth telling me maybe he'll respond back. Oh, don't worry. Don't worry. Because I'll have the last laugh, so you ain't got to reach back out to me. Okay? Keep doing your retarded-ass radio show that you got over there. Okay? Keep preaching to your beachside folks. Because, you know, y'all don't give a damn about what happens in Gifford. But shouts out to the good deputies, who unfortunately some of them can't show that they speak to me when Master's around. Okay? But soon come the exposure. Oh, it's going to be great. Watch and stay tuned. Stay tuned. They may not go to body cameras, okay? But they going to have some lawsuits to pay out. So as always, it's I am, you are, we are. It's team success. Good night, Major Eric Flowers. Maybe I'll just wait right by the Gmail here and see if you'll write me back, sir. I'm waiting patiently. Can you email me back, sir? I'm just waiting. But that's okay. I got plenty of other email addresses at the sheriff's office that I could reach out to. But it's a little bit unprofessional, Eric, that you don't want to reach back out to me, man. I think I'm going to have to go tell Sergeant Ballo on you, man. Soon come. You stay classy, genius. Good night, Indian River County. Signing off, Vero Marsh. That damn Michael C. Marsh. Peace.
Hey Charlotte County, this is Charlotte County Cop Watch, and I wanted to explain what fair use is. You can use pieces of news articles if you're doing it for news reporting, you have commentary, and you're doing it for education purposes. So that's what fair use is, as you can see right here. Another reason why I wanted to make this video is to let you know I just joined with Patreon. A nice thing with Patreon, I make no money on YouTube. They took the money away years ago. And so this is another way to give. And it's a nice thing too, because you can give monthly. You can give $1, $5, $10, whatever. I do 4 to 5 hours a day on trying to wake the sheeple up on how corrupt it is and different ways that you can fight the corruption. So Patreon is a way that you can do it, and then of course the old way is still there. Donate to Sheriff County Cop Watch with PayPal or credit card. So keep that in mind. 4 to 5 hours a day. I make no money, but the corruption happened to me, and I'm sick of it. So I'm trying to wake people up. But my wife would love it if some, if we could get some help out there. There's 47,000 subscribers. Just think if each one of you subscribers just gave a, let's say, actually, yes, $1 a month. 47,000 subscribers gave $1 a month. That would be awesome. That's not going to happen. But anyways, that would be great if it did happen. But, do the math in your head. Just think about it. Like I said, 4 to 5 hours a day. I get no money from YouTube. YouTube has gone nuts. You can't do anything anymore. They're taking the money away everywhere. So these are a couple different ways that you can still help out with all this time that I put in. And as you know, I'm in a special situation where, at least I can do it, 4 to 5 hours a day. We have a cleaning company during the day. That's what allows me to do this, and we're debt-free. So this is my hobby. I don't go fishing and all that other crap. I try to save the world. So help me out to make the wife happy, man. In fact, if you guys did give $1 a day, and there was 47,000 of you, and you did it, and each of you gave $1, and that was every month, oh my God, yes, I could quit. I could start suing them. Another idea too that we have is, if I got, some funds, we could actually contact everyone that has been ticketed and or arrested and put in jail and start sending them postcards to let them know we're here, and to see if everything went all right, and if it didn't, find out their story. So we could even do more investigations and more lawsuits. Lawsuits take money. So just think about that. 47,000 of you so far right now. $1 a day. $1 a month on Patreon, or $5 a month Patreon, 10, 20, whatever. Just do the math in your head. Help out. This is a lot of work every single day. Thanks.